Welcome to Organizational Leadership 7000. This is Leading Now and in the Future capstone course. I want to congratulate all of you for reaching this milestone in your education. The capstone is what it is, capping it off, sealing it up, and you are ready to graduate soon. I want to welcome Martha, Wayne, Taylor, Lori, Maxwell in Camden, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Ms. Magella will be facilitating the class tonight, and she will be doing a presentation on effective communication, as well as she will be showing you the video of my interview with Martha Irving. She is the chairperson of Butler Health Systems Board of Directors, and this was a day in the life of series that I did for my class in health administration. So I think you'll be able to identify the things that our hospitals looking for as far as leadership, and I think you're going to be able to relate that to organizational leadership outside of healthcare. So first of all, you should have a copy of the syllabus, and you should have a copy of the 8-week map of the course in front of you. And just going down, as far as my information is there, you will see my bio on the blackboard, which is available to you. You can reach me via my cell phone, which is listed there, 724-513-2051. You can see the course description is that this course requires a high-level engagement with the academic and applied ideas and concept about learning, as well as completion of a project that demonstrates and examines your leadership multidimensionally. You'll draw on and synthesize materials from all courses in organizational leadership that you've had in your past courses, and you'll reflect on and analyze what you've learned and how you might apply it to various situations and times in your life. You will generate your own thoughts about the readings and question yourself and others about the beliefs and what you understand about leadership. This capstone project focuses on discussing and analyzing why leadership is a process of influencing and requires a relationship with others, and invites you to develop a sense of how to see leadership and question it, to maintain a sharp curiosity about the practice, presence, and appearance of leadership for a long time to come. The course objectives are listed there for you, demonstrating an understanding of leadership in theory and practice. During this course, we'll be going into the theories of leadership, the leaders of the past, what they have done to prepare us for this period of time and also into the future. The second objective is to demonstrate the ability to synthesize current knowledge about the process of leading and following. The third objective, to demonstrate the ability to support claims about leadership as a process of influencing others. And the last objective is to demonstrate the idea that leadership is an art as well as a science. There are 2 texts that are required for this course, Jackson and Pari, the very short, fairly interesting and reasonably cheap book about studying leadership. We're going to be reading that book in its entirety. Also, Lippman and Blumen, The Allure of Toxic Leaders, and looking at that in its entirety also. You should already have the book, The Leader's Companion by Wren, from other courses. Organizational Leadership 6000, you would have had this book. And then you'll find on the blackboard there's a number of articles that you will be reading. My expectations, I expect you to be understanding the syllabus. If there's a question that you have after this presentation, I would like you to email me. I don't want you to have any questions going into this course or during this course. Feel free to email me, call me, or text me. I expect that you will do at least 3 hours of work outside of the classroom. You spend 2 hours a week in the classroom. It's a requirement that you give at least 42 hours of instructional learning. That doesn't include your assignments. So I expect that you'll have all your writing clear, grammatically correct. Make sure you proofread it too. And many times students are forgetting to put their name on their paper. They think that if their name is in the file name, that suffices. I like to print out the papers. I like to be able to make my comments on the paper copy itself. So please remember to put your name on any submissions that you have. The course, you would need to submit your assignments by Sunday at 11:59 so that I can have an opportunity to look at it prior to our class on Tuesday night. You'll see the discussion threads. Because the classroom only lends itself for 2 hours a week, we'll be utilizing the discussion boards as part of the classroom. And I expect that each one of you will at least have your own thread, and will have responses to 2 students in the class. On page 3 of the syllabus, you'll see where the course hours are, and that's where it talks about having at least 42 hours of classroom work. And you can see in that table that's on page 3 what goes into instructional learning from our classroom time to discussion boards to written assignments and the capstone project. And I see that on the syllabus I need to make a change that there is 2 hours of classroom time and not 3, so I'll be adjusting that, and we'll be more closer to about 45 hours of instructional time. But I will make that change and post it on Blackboard. If you go to page 4 of the syllabus, you'll see the participation in discussion and participation in the discussion regarding the capstone project. Each week, one of you will be responsible to take over the class, leading and synthesizing a discussion. And you can see on week 2, Martha, you'll be leading the discussion, and that will be the first 20 minutes to half an hour of the class. Wayne, you'll be the second week. Taylor will be the third week, or I'm sorry, Taylor will be the 4th week. Maxwell, you'll be the 5th week, and Zappia, you'll be the 6th week. If you go to page 5, you'll find out what it is as far as the grading, the points that are involved in the class, and what each assignment is worth. And if you have any questions about that, you please let me know. On page 6, again, are more faculty feedback. I will be giving you feedback regarding the things that you submit. I expect class participation during the on-ground class as well as in the discussion boards on Blackboard. And you can read other things about that. Plagiarism is definitely not tolerated at the university, and it is something that it could lead to suspension or termination from the program. If you turn to the 8-week template, you can see where week 1 we're going to be reflecting upon exemplary leaders. And this will be an opportunity to go back in time to see what the leaders have done in the past and how they have shaped our future. You can see that we will be looking at how to become a successful leader. There's a number of handouts that you will find on the Blackboard. Selections from Kellerman, also a quick test on how are you as a strong leader or a toxic leader, and an article for Foundations for Governing Excellence in Board Responsibilities and Roles, and that will help with the interview that you will be watching in a little bit regarding being a chairperson of the board. Also, for your assignment this week, we'll be completing a leadership assessment survey. This will get to determine what type of leader you are. I expect you to bring that assignment back with you next week. You'll do a day in the life of a chairperson of the board. You have received tonight a copy of the questions that I used when I was doing the presentation or the interview with Ms. Irving. On the Blackboard you will find a template by which to complete an assignment based on this interview. And you'll need to complete the assignment template regarding your capstone project, what idea that you have. And at the end of each week, I will do a summary of the previous week. I will put that in Blackboard, and what I expect you to do is read it and then provide me a very short comment on it. 1 to 2 sentences. If there's something that you really want me to know or highlight in that particular week, if there's a question that you have, my opportunity to just kind of get a pulse check to make sure everybody's on the same page. On week number 2, we've got why studying leadership matters, and we will continue to look at Jackson and Perry book, and there is some handouts. There's how to become a transformational leader, are you practicing common sense leadership, after the planning's over, what happens, and governing in a digital age. And your assignments will be to submit a brief proposal about your capstone project. This would be due again the Sunday after the week. And you also, this will be the first time that the student will be presenting. So next Tuesday, or the next time we have class, I know we're been getting a new date for the following week, and I'll let you know on that, but Martha will be in charge of the discussion for that night. On week number 3, we'll be looking further at Jackson and Perry's book, and looking at the assignment, and I failed to mention in week 2 that each one of you need to bring a current event to the class. Something that's happening in the news, something's dealing with organizations, and something, when we're studying transformational leaders and successful organizations, a current event on that. On the weeks that we're studying toxic organizations, if there's a article that's out there regarding toxic organization. Also, making it an article that is more than just a paragraph long, that there's a little bit of substance to that. So that will start in week number 2. Then on week 3, there'll be a quiz that you'll take in class, and we'll review it in class. Just making sure that you're getting the key parts of the readings from weeks 1 and 2. On week 4, it'll be set up similar. We've got week number 4 will be another leader preparing a 20-minute presentation of the information that's being reviewed, and also there'll be a current event. Week 5, again, will be discussion and capstone discussion, and we'll be reviewing those discussions in class. Also a current event, and there's an assignment that you need to summarize the Jackson and Perry book, and identifying 3 or 4, 5 points that you would like to elaborate on, points that you will incorporate it into your into a paper that's at least 5 pages long. Be creative. Look at the information. You're not going to be able to, in 3 to 5 pages, you're not going to be able to provide a lot of information, but I'm sure you'll be able to put the points that you would like to make from the book. On week number 6, we'll be talking about creating toxic leaders and how toxic leaders are created. And the reading assignments will be around that. We got the textbook, The Allure of a Toxic Leader. There's a couple handouts in there for you. And again, the classroom will be set up the same way: discussion, capstone discussion, current event. And you'll also need to submit an assignment to your supervisor, client, reviewer, obtain feedback through evaluation from this individual, and submit that to me. And week number 7, ending toxic leadership and how to stay away from being a toxic leader, detecting early signs of a toxic leader, factors inhibiting cultural change. That will be the night that you have to submit your capstone project. And the capstone project is 200 points. It's broken down in the 50 points for organization of the project, making sure that it's laid out, making sure there's a table of contents, making sure that it flows nicely. There's 75 points for the body of the paper, making sure that you have a problem statement, that you have background information, opportunities for improvement, analysis, you have results of the information's or the improvement efforts, and also what your future considerations are. 25 points will be analysis by the leader working on the project. 25 points will be the followers and any supervisors or reviewers that you have included. Maybe you're doing a survey, maybe you're doing observation, that should be included, and that you will follow the APA style of writing. The final week of class, we'll be talking about kind of wrapping things up, looking at the objectives, how we met the objectives, some articles that get into wrapping things up and making sure that we're ready to be completed. At that time, you'll have look at a discussion question on assessing what you've learned in the course. There'll be an assignment as to the summary of the text on the toxic leader and how you're going to apply the principles, hopefully, to avoid being a toxic leader. And also, you'll prepare 10 slides regarding your capstone project. I want to again welcome you all to the class. I will be communicating you on Blackboard, and we will determine that week of the 16th of March when we will have class. So I appreciate you all being very flexible and getting back to me as soon as you have done, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Thank you very much.